皆さんこんにちはこんばんは，大家好，我是英英。今天要玩的是霍格华兹的传承。上一集我们上完了奇兽饲育学，今天要来上别的课程。我花了好久的时间才把这些支线的条件全部解完，超级复杂，条件不难，但过程繁琐。接下来我们来去上魔药学吧。
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should,perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
我们的上课中断，我花了那么久的时间准备，结果老师好，我教你，然后结束，我们学会了，非常的快速哦。
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
没错。现在很会骑扫帚了。
Yes, Professor. That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius, pay attention to your wand work.
冰冻咒。
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
我觉得他这些作业有些蛮奇怪的，像 Wingardium Leviosa 这个是符咒学啊，为什么是药草学的老师来教？刚才的拉索术还有冰冻咒也是，感觉就是随便找一个老师来出作业教我们，大概是因为这是补习吧。
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too.I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wish and then. Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.I
was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared.Really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely. Terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.And
that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
这位前任的教授可真妙啊，眼睛被挖出来，还被中国橄榄草咬烂。
I had no idea. How awful.
Last I heard, he'd gone to Romania. As rumour would have it, he developed a sudden interest in dragons. One can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
我们非常快速的完成所有的作业啦，比我想象中的快很多。我以为会有更多的课程。
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seemed as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
看来他们两个也是既得利益者啦，并不是真的合伙。
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
看来在之中的关系错综复杂呢。不过我也蛮想知道她到底是女巫还是巫师。看起来她应该是变性哦。那官方也是挺有趣的，还特地加入了这样的角色。哇哦，在3根扫帚的顶楼有一间这样私人的会客室。当初哈利不就是带着隐形斗篷在这边听到了天狼星的秘密吗？原来在3根扫帚的顶楼。能够上来真的非常有趣，好好玩哦。
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to. so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she said she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
神秘的文物，我们应该是要去拿回来啦。这边如果说是陷阱，其实很对不起他刚刚才跟人家说，拜托，请你相信我，结果现在立刻不相信人家。
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
新的冒险啦！希望这一切不是什么奇怪的陷阱。
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
妖精打造的工艺品都非常的细致，但妖精认为物品归打造的人所有。你可以委托他帮你打造东西，他会给你，但是他会认为说那个人死掉以后，这东西应该回归给妖精。但是巫师不一样，巫师认为那个人死掉以后，那这个就是他的遗物，并不会特别还给妖精。所以妖精跟巫师就有很大的代沟，常常吵来吵去。这是怎么一回事？他在原地走，卡住了。
Ah, and there it is, the witch's tomb.
Ugh, dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the dark protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
接下来我们要自己前进啦。看起来又有一大堆东西等着我们来打。
It's sealed.
诶，这是什么奇怪的门？上面有3只蝴蝶，少了1只哦，是不是要把少的1只带回来？
Moths. Curious.
真的。
Lumos. Merlin's beard.
这陵墓还真大哎，而且路很多。
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
这个陵墓是被撬开的吗？这里应该是坟墓没错啦，他可能人可能原本是躺在这的，可里面看起来不像有人呐、哇，这看起来毛骨悚然的，有多恐怖
Lumos. Lumos.
还剩一个。原来门可以这样推开。第3只蝴蝶。
Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
我也觉得这里一定有其他人，看起来超级恐怖。我们会想到来拿头盔，敌人难道不会吗？来喽，行尸！
Lumos.
Incendio. 好可怕，好可怕，好可怕！虽然我没死，但我觉得好恐怖哦，这些东西好恶心。神秘机关
Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
是不是应该先放1只蝴蝶到这上面？
Lumos.
应该是1只飞蛾。转喽！
Lumos.
还是你这只可以拿来？
Lumos.
还可以耶，你这只可以拿来。
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way.
真的掉下去了，好可怕！这门是可以开了哈。 上来了。隔壁看起来也有东西。
Wingardium Leviosa.
这里也有一个宝箱。哦，我们得跳下去这个可怕的洞了。竟然是水！来了。好可怕！他们长得好恐怖哦！走开！哦，条件终于达到了。怎么样？我可以把它丢走啦！走开！好恐怖，完全被吓到。哎，我把它推走，这到底要怎么用啊？动。 终于有了！为了对齐这个好久啊！我可以帮你解决了，你可以安息。好恐怖哦，真的好恐怖哦。
Lumos. Lumos.
门在这里，有一只飞蛾。哎呀，掉下去，掉下去，掉！那来不及呀、
Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
接下来我要怎么又转动又带着这只飞蛾上去？这里有一只，这个也会被一起抬起来。那我知道，把它放到别的台上去，然后上来再去带那一只飞蛾。来，别来！哦，有了，来得及了。
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
上面的棺材是假的，这边才是真的。这个是死掉的盗猎者吗？好恐怖哦
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok.
有人比我们先了，而且他们还死在这。
I know there's a mechanism to open this door. Lodgok, the sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
可以找人陪我去吗？如果可以，我想要找塞巴斯汀陪我去。
An entire camp of Rookwood's thieves. I might need assistance.
Unfortunately, we have no time. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
看来不给你搬救兵哦，请你自己去想办法打赢拿回来啊！看来又是一场艰苦的战争。那么远。
There they are, the Ashwinders.
哇，他们在跟三怪打吗？
Stop right there!
我们应该是要打敌人，不是山怪吧？怎么会是山怪出现在这？ 哎！他不能动的时间好短。 不要打我，不要打我啊！那管好大，好可怕，好可怕，好可怕！走开，走开，走开，走开！不要，不要，不要，不要！来不及，没有打到。啊！哎！不讲武德。我早按了。很好，击败了山怪。那我们来做别的事的吧？为什么变成打山怪？人呢？敌人都去哪了？都被山怪打死了吗？就这样，我找到了。他们就这样随便藏在一个宝箱。人来了！
Serve your mistress!
You're starting to regret that.
哎！怎么这么多啦？而且你们还跟行尸合作是怎样？我们把它变成鸡了。是你了！哎，别啊！又来了！看来还不太熟悉新的咒语组合呢。我们可以回去报告了。我们拿回了头盔。
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
我很高兴可以跟一个妖精合作，把头盔拿回来。 下一集就可以和我最爱的塞巴斯蒂安去找他妹妹哦，然后终于可以解锁抓捕带来抓奇兽了。那我们今天就先玩到这边，喜欢我的影片请帮我订阅、按赞、开启小铃铛，有任何心得欢迎在底下留言跟我分享，别忘了去贴文帮我投票一下，我想调查大家喜欢什么类型的影片，频道还有玩其他的游戏也可以去看看上一集。感谢您今天的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。